Hello, hello, hello. Hello, how y'all doing tonight? Well, this morning, it's past midnight, and I'm still up. Come on in, come on in. That's if anybody is up. Hello, hello. Hey, Sandra, hello. You the first one to comment, girl. How you doing? I see I'm not the only one that's up. I had to squint my eyes. Thank you for the hearts. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Well, it's gonna be good night for me in a few minutes, but it's still morning. I mean, it is morning. It's after midnight. Hope y'all had a great Sunday, because I did. I did. I enjoyed the church services. I know when you can't sleep, oh, be like a lot going on. There's the yarn. I don't really have a hard time going to sleep, but normally once or twice a week, my body just be up late, but not a lot, but yeah, I just take those nights and talk to God, try to listen and see if He's telling me anything. So, well, it's like me and you the only one on here talking. I mean, I got people looking in, but y'all come on up in here and say hey or whatever. Don't be afraid to come on this live and speak. I know y'all mama done told y'all about speaking to people, so come on up in here and say hey, how y'all doing? Even though this won't be a long live, because now I can feel myself. Once I cut that light off, and that fan, I got me a heavy duty fan in my room. Once I cut that light off, it's a wrap. Now, I was not yawning at all before I got on live. I was not yarning at all. As soon as I get on here, every 30 seconds I'm yarning. Thank you, C Money. Yes, I'm planning on having a great night. I'm planning on sleeping real good tonight. That's what I'm planning on. Oh, y'all see my steroid face? And I had been saying I want my face back because my face had shrunk or whatever, with the weight loss and everything. And I kept saying, I need my full face. So I got put on heavier steroids for a moment. And for that moment, look what I got. Glad to have my full face back. But sometimes the steroids can, I don't know, I don't want to be rude when I say this, but it can make you look a certain way. Like one time this side was way more puffier than this side. And it's kind of like an affliction or something. Because it really doesn't look right when it starts messing with your body. And you know what I'm saying? Like, if anybody had been on them, they probably know what I'm saying. It'll have you look conflicted at times. Because, like I said, this side was like this one time. And then this side was just in there. And it just looked funny. But I prayed my way through that. But one thing about me, I'm going to pray. And I'm going to keep that mustard seed of faith. Them are the two things I'm going to do. Thank y'all for the hearts. Oh, no, I didn't cook today. I went to lunch or after church. We went out. I went out with my aunt. It was her birthday is tomorrow, Tuesday. So we left church and went, and I had pot roast, mashed potatoes, and green beans. Sorry, because even with the glasses, I be struggling. Oh yeah. So everybody's tired. Oh yeah. So, I don't know who was able to read my post. Oh, wait. Did I even put it in there? I don't know if I copied and pasted. Before I talk about that, I got to go back and look in the community to see if I even posted it yet. So, I'll get back with y'all on that. But I definitely will, because I might not even post it. I might just make a video about it. But it's so much been going on I be losing my train of thought and everything. But I've been in and out the hospital since May. And in May I was in there twice. So I spent, between both visits, I spent 22 days there. And in June, I spent 17 days for 2 times. And I've already been twice in July. Only got admitted 1 time for July so far. But I've been there. And, the food is, I mean, grateful to have the food and, grateful for it all. It just wasn't sitting right with me. I just think the hospitals need to do better with the patients, with the food. So with that being said, from a 1 out of 10, I'm gonna probably give it a 6. I mean, that ain't all the way bad, but it could be better. But I was eating it though. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. Did you cook tonight, Sandra? Hi, Bedelia. See, Money, are you new to the page? How you doing, Bedelia? That is nice to hear that you are okay. Hi, Terry. Thank you for the prayers. I have not seen you on here in a while. Well, I can't say like you're on here, but I really haven't been doing a lot of videos lately. But I have been posting in the community, keeping y'all up to date with what's what. And I know I got to get back into my videos, but sometimes when I talk for a long time, it starts bothering, like the mucus starts to build up in my lungs, and it's just aggravating to keep, trying to clear my lungs. So I was feeling okay tonight, so I came on and I'm here. Oh, you did see the post the other day? Which one was it? Thank you for the hearts. Oh, okay, about my transplant? Like about me may have to go to Pennsylvania. Oh, okay, so I couldn't remember. Okay, so yeah, with that being said, I'm just waiting on some more medical information that has to be sent over to them, or they're just waiting on it. It's just one more thing that they're waiting on, and then I'll have my answer about when to come. And it's a long ways. I live in Florida. It's in Pennsylvania, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And so far away from me, I would definitely have to relocate for up to 1 year. Everything's going to happen so fast because of my situation with the lungs. My function is very, very low. And they have to determine what's the best way for me to travel there. But I'm thinking they're going to have a medical van or something like that because they have access to a lot of, to the oxygen. Or, they may have it where the portable where, they got a charge on it, or They got um, high levels of oxygen. That's what I'm thinking. The plan is to drive there with my family in a van. They have to approve that as well. I cannot get on the airplane because my lung function is too low. But they haven't mentioned anything about the helicopter yet. I really don't know what's the difference between the two, but maybe the helicopter, maybe they carry enough oxygen to cut it up really, really high to get me there. And I don't think the flight would be like but a couple of hours or the helicopter. But either way it go, I'm praying, in advance for one of those transportations, because when they say there, I gotta be ready to go. And I'm assuming that since I'm so far away, that I spoke to someone already that went to this transplant center before, and she told me that when they called her to come up for the evaluation, her appointment was scheduled like 10 days out, but she only lived 4 hours away from it. So, mind you, I'm 18 hours away. So I'm looking, well, first of all, they have to rate it on, no, I'm sorry, they have to base it on, okay, my lungs are not strong, so they may not want me to wait 2 weeks, to come. It's urgent, it's critical, it's very critical that I get there. So they may say, well, I know you're 18 hours away, but we need you up here in 1 week. And you have to accept it, or they're done with trying to call you back and set up another date. And this came from the lady that was talking with me. She's a coordinator. So she was giving me that information. So I'm not like too worried about it. I've been praying about this situation for a little moment now. That I can't really be mad if they say come in a week, because they're going to base it on my lung function, which is very, 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 very low. I know I don't look like it or whatever. They mentioned that in church as well. Like, they never knew but the pastor knows because he always comes see me in the hospital. But trust me, I know I look good for what I'm going through. And I appreciate everybody telling me that. But right now, it is critical. It is very critical. So if they tell me to get there in a week, I'm going to be there. Then I have to pack my items and my clothing, because once I get there for evaluation, they're saying that I have to stay there. Like, I can't come back to Florida for 1 year, or sometimes they let you go in 8 to 10 months if you're doing good after your transplant. So all this came from all the Florida transplant centers turned me down. I mean, every single one in Florida. I mean, every single one. And I already mentioned this a long time ago. Like, I've been working on this for over 2 years, almost 2 years now. Because, when they first told me I needed a transplant, I was not this critical. So I started early, and I wasn't really doing them back to back. I'll do one, and they'll say no, and then, I'll let that sink in, wondering should I go to a different one and try. So I did that like in different sessions. I didn't just go, boom, 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 because I had to let it soak in that, wow, they turned me down. Wow, And I just kept getting tired of being disappointed. So that played a big part in my emotional side, the disappointment, because I kept trying. So, and the excuses that they was giving me never made any sense because I kept getting a different excuse every time I would ask them why not. And then I feel like the other transplant centers in Florida that I tried to go to, I gave them my referral. They never said, "Oh, we'll look at it. We'll have you come in for evaluation." They just straight out said no. Some of them did not even look at my medical records. So I kind of feel like they was basing it on what the first transplant center said. I ain't gonna call no name, but y'all know where I went for the first one. Most of y'all. So I just believe they was basing off that. And then, you know, it's like I'm still around. God got me still around for a reason. After all these turndowns and letdowns, and you know, he just don't make no mistakes. So one day, one of my doctors, he's not a lung doctor, but one day he came into my hospital room, because he had to see me as well, and he was asking me, he said, "Well, did you try some out of states?" And I told him, yeah, because I did. After I did Florida, and then I went on to all these other states. But I never tried Pennsylvania. Matter of fact, I never had heard of them. And he told me to give them a call. And he said, tomorrow morning, I want you to give them a call. He said, don't let me down. And I did that. And he came back in there later to check to see did I call. I said, yes, I did. So I was getting ready to get discharged that same evening, and I got emails from them the same day, you know, telling me this is what I need to do and this and that, and I did everything they told me to do. And they're calling. I mean, they looked over my medical records and everything, so I'm basically waiting on a call to see, you know, when am I going there and everything like that. So it's not easy just waiting on answers. And so in a nutshell, that's why the GoFundMe is up, because I will be needing donations and assistance with this sudden move, you know, and everything just so overwhelming. So that's what that is for. So it's been rough. I'm just hoping and praying that mustard seed of faith is what I've been living off of, because my lung function is less now. Yeah, it's less now than it was with my first transplant. So we know can't nobody do that but God, if I'm still living it. My first transplant, get what I'm saying? I have surpassed those numbers, meaning they're lower now than they were when I needed the first transplant. And the doctors are just shocked. Maybe they don't, you know about God or whatever, or some people got their own religions. But I always tell them, this God doing. This is God's doing. I even got up in church today and testified. And I was like, telling them about my lung function and this and that and the third, to let them know God is real. God is real. How can you be less than your first transplant and you still walk around here? I still go and do things, even though I get very, very tired. And I only do things now when necessary. But the hair show, I did enjoy the hair show. It was nice. I enjoyed it. I got out for that. You know, I'll get out and go to dinner. And I try not to do too much lately, because in Florida it is steaming hot. It's like 100 degrees every day. and that do not mix with this oxygen. Oh yeah, and my AC went out in my car. In my car 2 days ago, 3 days ago. I'm like, what is going on? The AC out? Just well, my cousin coming to look at that tomorrow, so hopefully I'll have some answers. Y'all know I love my cute cups. This is what I like. Cups. And if anyone wants to get in touch with me on a more personal conversation, if you go into the bio, my fan mail is there, and my fan email is there as well. So sometimes people have different questions or just different things. So it's in the bio. Yes, Terry, I know, girl. I've watched you for years. I don't always comment, but I think you are so sweet and been through so much. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. I remember when you joined. You joined before Asher passed. Thank you for the hearts. I definitely appreciate that. Love Girl 25. Hello, how are you? Thank you, Sandra. I want to do like I got any followers that actually live in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. We could do a meet and greet. You are an awesome example of faith. Thank you. Miss Lady Blue Room. I don't know if I said hi, but hi. Kira. Thank you. Great to have you on tonight. Universe. All love. Are you breathing okay? Oh, yeah, with my oxygen. I mean, I am pulling. That's in my, when I went to the doctor the other day, they told me that I was pulling, meaning if you watch my chest, like it's beating, it's moving faster than the norm, but that's because I'm pulling, like trying to get the right amount of air in and out. Like it's not doing it without my extra fight. You know, if I was to just lay down, I mean like, and just say, you know what, I give up, which I would never say that. Y'all know what I mean. But yeah, so I'm pulling, and when she said that, one of the doctors, I'm like, wow, she really know her patient, because I've been pulling ever since. Oh, it's been a while. But then I started going back and forth to the hospital a lot, and I really noticed it then that I pulls, especially when I'm outside in the heat. Oh my, it's like, Lord, I do not want to go to hell. I just don't. I mean, it's it's so hot out there. It just don't make no sense. I'd rather be outside in the rain and then than the heat, which I really can't be getting wet with the rain. But that's just how hot it is. Somebody say I'm in California. Okay, Vidalia. Terrace table. I'm in Cleveland, Ohio. Well, hey, Deidre. Look at Deidre, y'all. I have not. Girl, like, what you been doing? Good early morning, sir. I finally caught it live. Good to see you. Good to see you, too. I met Deidre in person, y'all. Yes, I did. When I was living in Orlando, because that's where she's from. Such a beautiful, beautiful friend. But all of my followers are not strangers, you know. So I got people that knows me that follow me, but they don't really come on here and support and and say nothing. I mean, I'm sure they be watching, but they really don't have much to say, which is fine, because I'm gonna still say what I gotta say. But not to hurt nobody's feelings, because y'all don't get down like that. But I feel like if you're following me as a friend or family member, and then I see you and you tell me that you saw my video, but you didn't come on and say nothing. But strangers are just the best. They really are. And I'm not saying all my family do that. I mean, all my friends do that. No, that's what I'm saying. But the people that I know, I rarely see them comment on my page. Is what I'm saying. That's you sure have. That's true, Vidalia. She sent a lot of people over my way. I miss her so much. Love Girl 25. And I definitely thank you. I definitely appreciate it. You can see it now where I'm pulling. And it's not an all day thing that I have to pull. But yeah, it gets there. Thank you so much. Once again, my information for my fan mail or email is in the bio. I've had a lot of people to come in my email before, at different times, because some of them want to send something or ask me like, what do I like, what kind of stuff I like, or whatever. So I'm all for it. Y'all know I love my cups and my lip gloss. Y'all know Asha loved her lip gloss too. Her makeup, oh my God. And that's what keeps us going, really. Because she found something to do while in the hospital for so long. She was coming up to a year, I think, in the hospital. She found something to do, and I loved that about her. She did her makeup. She made sure her lips was popping. And she made sure she had on a wig that was popping, baby. And when she got ready to pull it off, she pulled it off. You gotta find something you like when you're living with a terminal illness. Or even if it's not terminal. You gotta really find something to get yourself into. So I be liking to read books and write stuff, so I do that. But I mean, I like, the little small books. When you turn each page, maybe I have a Bible verse or something, what's that word I'm trying to use? Oh God, I get so brain fog. Uh, like different quotes. So I love those kind. And then the kind of books I can write in. You read something and you give it your thoughts. I love that kind of stuff. And I do love my different lip glosses and stuff like that. Or whatever. Because I always had big lips. They used to pick at me about my lips. Not everybody wants big lips. Like, what? I've been had a full lip set of lips since I was coming up. Then you get picked up for having big lips. But now people are they are paying for have work done on their lips. Okay. Well, I ain't got to pay for all that. I ain't got to do none of that. Cosmetic surgery. I ain't no, do what you want. Want a BBL, get you one. If you want your mouth done, get it done. Because I'm definitely, after this transplant, I'm already claiming it, y'all. I'm definitely going to get me a bridge down at this bottom. The top all right, it's this bottom. Y'all remember this tooth right here? See, people be picking at me about this tooth, right? Low key. Low key. They ain't gonna say it in my face. But if they've been following me or watching me, I'm talking about other people that I know on all, like on my Facebook site or whatever, especially Facebook. When I got ready to get my first transplant, you have to have a dental clearance. Y'all remember this now. Remember I came up there and said I went to the dentist and found out that I had an abscess in my mouth. And at the time, the transplant center was not going to list me until I get the tooth pulled out. They didn't want to get treated with an abscess. It gotta go, especially for the transplant center. So I ended up getting this tooth pulled. And you think I'm gonna just leave a teeth in my mouth and not get my transplant? No. I know y'all remember that story. So once I got it pulled, I was on the list and hey. So I already went for my dental clearance. For this place, the UPMC, I already went for my dental clearance here already in Florida because I do have dental insurance, but it's always this insurance only want to pay for this. I only want to pay for that. But it went good this time. I didn't have any abscess, not one cavity, and no type of infections in my mouth. So I passed that part, and that's what the transplant center. That's one thing you have to pass, a dental clearance, and then you got the other 30 to 40 different tests, seriously, that you got to pass. But there is no doubt in my mind about me passing any test. I just feel that way. So yeah. So they have already done the measurements for the tooth to go right there, and then my back tooth. I've been having problems with like wisdom teeth all my life, so the back two wisdom tooth are gone. So the bridge is gonna cover this one, and then the two on the side. And but I won't be getting that done right away. But they already determined what the insurance gonna pay and my out of pocket. So hopefully this will happen after the second transplant that I know God's gonna bless me with. So it'll happen after that. But yeah, top teeth, ain't worried about that because my top lip covers, like on my dad's side of the family, all of our top lip covers our teeth. So it looks like we don't got no teeth up top, but we got them. We got them. Because somebody asked me one day, and they was like, do you have teeth up top? I said, yeah, I do. I do. I sure do. all this here gonna be situated after a while. Oh yeah, Miss Lady Blue Girl. I definitely know that. I remember that you said that about that tooth way back. Yes. Dream Girl say she remember. Dream Girl say my mama went through a lot of tests to get on a heart transplant list before she passed. Oh, sorry to hear that. When did your mom pass? My mom passed in September of 2023. Not even 2 years ago yet. Hmm. Tara says she remembers. Oh, okay, Deidre, I'm sorry. She said I got the wrong Deidre about me meeting her in Orlando. Yeah, I'm sorry. But I do still know this Deidre Hunt. As you always used to come on here. I just probably got the Deidres mixed up. The 1980s. Oh, you went way back. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yep, I lost my mom and I lost my son in 2021. Wait. I lost my son in 2021, and then I lost my mom in 2023. They almost had the same deceased date. It was 1 day apart. Thank you, Dream Girl. Well, hello, Jesse. How are you? I just said none of my moderators are here tonight, but I understand people have to sleep. It's going okay. It is going okay. I know your transplant is going to go well in Jesus' name. Thank you so much, Dream Girl, because I'm going to tell you the truth. This thing here will wear a person down. But everywhere I go, I'm talking to anybody that know me. Like, it's some people on here that I never met in my life. And even y'all tell me that I'm one of the strongest women y'all ever know. But today in church, the pastor got up and he asked for the mic. He was coming out his office into the sanctuary. And he got that microphone. And he said, he is my uncle and my pastor. So when he walked out of his office into the sanctuary, I was up, praising the Lord or whatever. And I noticed he did a double take at me. So when the time came, he got the mic. He said, hey, I got something to say. You know, he was doing testimonial service, and he don't usually say much during that time. And he said, when I walked out my office, and to see my niece up praising the Lord, walking back and forth, you know, just praising God. He say, some of y'all up in here be ashamed of y'allself. He say, she up here praising the Lord, been in the hospital, and y'all sitting down like the Lord, and ain't like y'all don't owe the Lord no praise. He said, if y'all don't think God a miracle worker, look at her. Look at her right now. Look over there at her. Oh, I mean, he let them have it today. He said, some of y'all sitting there just as stiff, ain't clapping, ain't doing nothing. And he said, y'all ought to be glad to get up and praise God. You know, he was talking around, you know, like that type of stuff. Like saying, you know, I'm so sick, but I'm still praising the Lord. One thing I'm going to do, like I said, I'm going to praise the Lord. And I'm going to keep that mustard seed size of faith. Please believe it. I be like, sometimes I be like, Lord, you know, he got a humorous side. So I be like, Lord, I know you sick of me, but I'm going to still bug you. And then I thought about, you know what, I got to be patient. And I know he be want to say, girl, go to bed. Because I would say the same prayer request over and over. I know he heard me the first time, but I just include a certain situation about my life with all my prayers to God. I just do. And I know he's probably saying, girl, just sit down. I heard you. I got you. Yeah, so, yeah, like I said, I be doing the most sometimes. But what's the use of having what's the use of having a personal relationship with God? He is the Father. You supposed to be able to ask your father, your daddy, anything you need or anything you feel like on my needs. You should be able to ask him. He either gonna or he gonna make you wait till he ready to do it for you. And that falls back on when all these people done turned me down. God was saying that you over there worried because Florida done turned you down, and 3 or 4 more states done turned you down. You over there worried about that. But you see I done carried you 2 years after they told you that they couldn't do it. I done carried you this long. You saying the doctors can't do nothing else for you. They probably can't, but I can. God saying I can do it for you. I can do it. It don't matter what the doctors say. God is saying to me, be still, my daughter, I got this for you. Hand it over to me. And I know this. I know. But yeah, the church was wonderful today. It was wonderful. I know he got my back, y'all. Ooh, this journey has been a long journey. I think I started my first video probably was made in maybe 2016, going on 2017. Somewhere now. That was my first video. I gotta go back and check it, but yeah. And then, you know, I wasn't really getting no views at first or nothing like that. You know, I really didn't know how to run that channel, and, you know, I didn't really know what I was doing at first. And then I started getting followers and subscribers on YouTube is subscribers. And, you know, one thing started leading to another. And I do know that I can get more people to communicate. It's just, you have to come on here more than once a month with, you know, with the stunts I be pulling or whatever. Sometimes I just don't feel like coming on. or whatever. But I'm gonna always come in and let y'all know any updates or whatever. It be, and I know y'all be seeing it because y'all be coming. But I wish I can come on here like every day, and I mean I probably can, yeah, because I used to, and you get more feedback. Somebody else probably got a similar story that they want to talk about. We got our lupus crew right there. We got a lot of people on here with cancer because they done came on here and said it. So I'm gonna figure something out. But sometimes I do feel puny. Wait, puny. Like with the weight, and I'm not saying like, well, I mean, it is, I did lose a lot of weight. But it's just like an unhealthy type of weight loss with the sickness that comes along with that. Sometimes I don't have no appetite or whatever. So I do got Boost. They said it was okay to drink them. And then I tried the Ensure, but it's okay because I used to be on it. Then, the coconut water is fine as well, but I will drink it, but I can't get used to it. You know what I'm saying? It's just I can't get used to it. So I drink it by spells. A lot of water, a lot of water, a lot of water, a lot of water. Thank you, Terry. Jesse says, praying for you the other night. I said, Lord, don't take her from me. Oh, thank you. He ain't gonna take me from you. Now, Jesse. I know you don't really have a picture up there. Now I know there's males and there's females named Jesse. Like that name is popular for men and women. So which are you? Are you the male Jesse or the female Jesse? I remember when you used to make all your different soups and stuff. Oh, girl, yes, you don't let me know you go way back. Hey, hey, sis. Keeping your prayer. I love you to life. Thank you, Charlize. Where you been? Dream Girl said she remember when I was selling purses, LOL. Girl, you know what? Lord have mercy. And I was actually selling them before then as well, but I stopped. Like, I've been doing it for a long time. Oh, just taking care of myself and the family. I know that's right. Yeah, it's been a long time, but good to see you on here tonight. Thank you, Jesse. Yes, I was with them purses. Amen, Kira. He's not done yet. That's right. They don't make them like y'all anymore. They sure don't. Yep, gotta be tough. Sure will, Jesse. That's right, Terry. I appreciate you saying about being an inspiration because people tell me that all the time as well. I've been with you since after I found her through you. Oh, or did you find me through her? You found her through me or me through her? Oh, that's right, Charlize. We used to talk about sisterhood and all that, right? And we used to be on here praying and everything. That's right. Oh, just to say, I'm a girl, not a guy, sis. Well, I mean, I didn't really say you were a guy. I was asking because I was just giving you an example of the name, like men and women carries that name, and I just didn't know whether the female or the male Jesse. Now I know. Nice to know. Please don't take that the wrong way. Charlize said I was watching both, didn't know. Oh, okay, I found you, then found out we both loved Asher. Okay. Very inspiring. Thank you. We used to talk about sisterhood. We used to watch Asher together too. I remember that sisterhood. Thank you, Jesse. Love you too. And I really do know that you love me because you tell me that all the time. Thank you for the hugs. That means a lot to me right about now. I can't believe my stomach is growling like this. Oh my God, this can't be real. I'm about to go get me some mashed potatoes or something about this kitchen. Knowing I don't need to do that, but it don't feel like. I mean, I never eat late ever, but right now it don't feel like my stomach gonna make it in the morning. Because even when I did eat today, I only was able to eat a little bit and then bring the rest home for leftovers. And I never ate my leftovers. Can't help but to love you. You have a beautiful spirit. Drink your dream, girl. I'm going to eat some grapes. LOL. That sounds good. I wish I had me some. I'm supposed to be going to the grocery tomorrow or Tuesday. Probably Tuesday, because on Mondays I be trying to sleep in. Like I got to get up and go to work or something. You know, I mean, like I don't work all week and not Monday I'm just asleep. But no, for some reason that Monday, I know it comes from when I was working because I worked it all my life. I hated to get up on Monday morning from the weekend. So, and I drove school bus for a living. And, yeah, them kids something else. Girl, I had to get me some peanut butter bread. you just gave me an idea because I do got me some peanut butter in there. But I don't feel like fixing it with the jelly and all that. Oh my God, this is not good, y'all. Thank you, Charlize. And I don't got nothing that I can just grab. Then again, I may just drink me some more juice and forget all about that I'm hungry and just lay my behind down. Oh, Mondays are definitely rough. I meal prep for my husband on Monday. He drives trucks. Oh, okay. That's being a good wifey. Right. The peanut butter is like you got to be in the mood to spread that peanut butter, the jelly. I ain't doing all that. Meal prep does make it easy, true. Jesse said, eat you some cookies. I ain't got none. You ain't just hear me say, I got to go to the grocery store Monday or Tuesday. Like, I mean, I got like food and stuff in there, but I don't have no snacks because I don't buy a lot of snacks. So when I do buy them, me and my son, we live together, so they they only last for so long. And when they gone, they gone. Ain't no in between. It's the next trip to the grocery store. So I will have me some cookies by Tuesday though, because I'm like I said, I may go tomorrow or Tuesday. So I will have my cookies, and I will have my Rice Krispie treats. Yeah, them trucks start to be expensive. Broken, unhealthy. Normally I have me a breakfast bar in there. They gone. I like them soft ones. I was getting the crunchy ones, but that don't work for me because I'm not supposed to have like that little bit small pieces going down because I have gastroparesis. So they get stuck in between something, and then that pain get in there, and next you got a whole infection going on. So I had to let them go. But the soft ones are good too. And honey, if I can get my hands on one of them and my almond milk, okay. Or almond milk. I never could get that word right. Right? It sure do. It definitely do. And then you have to be on antibiotics for 5 days. Oh my God. That gastroparesis is nothing to play with. I mean, nothing to play with. And you can have it and don't even know it until you actually go get it checked out. That's why I can't eat corn. or anything like that? Or your mama had it too? And then they got the diverticulitis. It's two of them. It's a lotus and it's a litis. The diverticulitis is like a mild type, and then the diverticulitis is is the hot one. You got that. That's where the pain and all that's coming from, the infection and all that. And I have that one. I got the hot one, so I have to be careful. Yeah, it'll make you cry. Because when you go to the hospital, the first thing they think is your appendix. And I be telling them, no, it's not. I'm telling you, it's what I just told y'all. It's that one. I will, Jesse. You better believe it. Right up out that deli. I mean, that bakery. Oh, your mom did? Okay, that's the same thing that's got me. And they gonna do a CT scan every time. I mean, that stuff get caught up in a pouch, like, and the little small pieces like rice, corn, that crunchy stuff I was just telling y'all about earlier. So you gotta be very careful. And it get caught up in there, and you gonna know when you having a flare up, because all you gotta do is touch your lower abdomen one time in that area, and you gonna jump, and you know that's it. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get me some peanut butter cookies, which that ain't nothing that I really just eat. But sometimes I have a craving for them, and I'm gonna bake them myself. So when they come out, they'll be nice and hot. And of course, them chocolate chips. Oh my God. And I don't eat a lot of sweets like that. So most of the time, them cookies be going bad because I cook like some of them, and I never get to the rest of them because I just can't overdo that. They drop the capsule and let it. Oh, a capsule camera. Well, with all this being said, I'm about to go use the bathroom and get up under these covers. I ain't finna get deep up on them because I don't need all the cover on me. It ain't cold in here like that now. No, it's nice in here with the fan, but it ain't doing all that now. For me to be wrapped up in my cover, no. I have it on me, but I ain't finna wrap all up in it. Now that's how I'd rather sleep, wrapped up in it, but it ain't cold enough in here to do all that. It records inside the intestines looking for problems. Oh yeah. I think I had that done before. She been through a lot. Okay, but with that being said, I need to go in and lay down. Once I sit up too long like I'm doing now, my back, it really do be hurting a lot, and I'm starting to feel the pain. I appreciate all y'all coming on tonight. I appreciate y'all listening to me. I appreciate y'all just riding out with me tonight, or is it this morning? I really do appreciate all of you for that. In the same way y'all be keeping me in prayer, I pray for all my YouTube subscribers as well. And extra shout out to Team Shaw Has Won. Extra shout out to y'all. Because y'all really be coming through for your girl. I'm telling you now, y'all come through up on him. It's like, I really feel like I know y'all because you see how people was popping up and I'm like, girl, where you been? I learned all these names just from the subscribers, commenting on my stuff, on my pictures and wishing me well almost 7 years ago. Well, I'm going to say about 8.5 years ago because I started this journey on YouTube before I even got my transplant. So it could be 9 years. So that's a long time. And when them names pop up, and I ain't seen you in a while, or y'all ain't seen me in a while, because I haven't, been missing doing videos, I'm like, where you been? Because I miss y'all. I really do. I'm so sick of these glasses. I got some more somewhere. I got a lot of them. Peace and love. Wow, has it been that long? No, not that long since I've been live. But some people don't catch the live. Girl, we real friends. I know that's right. Ooh. I'm telling you, God gonna fix this thing, y'all, for me. He gonna fix it where I'm gonna be doing meets and greets when I get better. Yeah, it's been that long. Not that long for me doing videos, but like I said, some people miss it. I'm 1 hour behind you, y'all. Oh, are you? Where you from? Well, hey, Melanie K. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because I started before I got my transplant. And in September will be 7 years. But I started like a year and a half before I even got the transplant. I started as soon as I found out that I had pulmonary fibrosis. So yeah. But I didn't gain most of my followers till maybe 2017. So yeah. But yeah, I was saying that I appreciate all y'all, and special shout out to my team, Shaw Has Won. Because listen, we've been a team. We've been a team. And y'all just don't know how much y'all keep me going, keep me inspired. When I post something up, I always post a picture and let y'all see how I'm looking or doing. All them comments be coming through. I read every one of them. And sometimes I could just heart them on, Sometimes I may not comment right away, but I make sure I heart them so I see them. And that's what you call real love. That's what you call real love. Because ain't nobody got to take no time out their day to come in and say they praying for you and all that. So I believe in y'all. Y'all are very loyal. Very much so. And I'm going to surprise y'all because when I start just popping up with a video, y'all going to say, oh, that's my girl, Nicole. She back. Man, listen. I'm sleeping, but I'm crying. I don't understand this. Why am I so crunk? But I ain't gonna be crunk in a minute because the way that I'm sitting, like I have chronic pains, and that's noted in my disability and everything. So, but some years ago, I had an injury in my neck and had to have surgery. Okay, that's one thing. But my back, we have the lung that wraps, the back. So where my lungs sit at is always in pain. Y'all might not never hear me complain about that. Like, I don't even know if I ever really mentioned that. But the lungs be hurting so bad But that's because I'm struggling to breathe. I'm pulling, and it just caused a lot of pain because they are what you call deteriorating. So, with that being said, there's the pain. There's no infection or nothing going on right now. It's just very, very painful. Sometimes it gets excruciating. And they really only giving me Tylenol and that Montella cast muscle relaxer, because transplant patients are not supposed to have all that other stuff. It can affect your lungs. But when I go in the hospital, they do allow other pain medicines. That's because I'm being watched at the hospital, and you're only getting a little bit of it. So they have to control the pain. And then the one thing that they sent me home with, they only gave me 8. And I'm like, what is it? So, because I really don't want that stuff to take me down as more than what I already am. But I'm down but not out. Down but not out. And that, I mean that from the bottom of my heart. And I mean, when I say down, I mean with this pain, not my life. No way. No way. The spirit, wait. The spirit reminds me to check on you, Shaw. Well, thank you. Thank God. I've been watching you that long. It didn't seem like it. Oh, yes, you have. Oh, I'm not sleeping in crunk. Dream girl. Sleeping in crunk. Yeah, I know. It can affect the heart. I gotta go, but I'm praying and sending you all the love. Good night, Shaw. Okay, good night. Good night, Fidelia. I'm glad you hung in there with us, baby. I'm gonna try to come on earlier the next time. But I mean, we still got our little morning, mid-morning crew up. Okay, so once again, I done said all I had to say, and we're gonna end this live with me saying that one day in the near future, I will be hearing back from the center, and I will let you all know. I think I said this earlier, but I just want y'all to know, y'all gonna find out soon. As soon as I find out, I will be letting you all know. We already are praying for everything to just go right. We ain't talking about no left. We want everything to go right. And by the grace of God, it's going to go right. Didn't God say he would supply all our needs? Don't let me get started, because I will get started, baby. Again, when it comes down to about God, it's all I can say. Read the Bible for yourself. That's what my grandmama used to tell me. Don't believe what I say. Go read it. It's in there. He will supply all of our needs, baby. And I need this transplant. It's not a want, it's a need. Anywho, I'm still going in here and see what I can find to eat. And I'm going to holler at y'all later. I love y'all. Thank y'all for stopping by my channel. If you're new here tonight, don't be afraid to come in next time and talk with us or whatever you need. Just come on through. We got you. We do not bite. Vidalia, you still there? Our dad has everything we can ever need. That's right. Got you on my prayer list. We calling out your name in the mighty name of Jesus. Yes, Siobhan Thomas. Siobhan Thomas. Amen, y'all. Well, I know it's morning, but good night, y'all, and I love y'all.